All right, butterflies, it's Saturday. I got some new Hekate Drinspur drip, so you know what time it is, okay? It is Saturday messages from Hekate. This couldn't have came at a more perfect time too because it fits the reading for today. So this is Hekate's black obsidian necklace from Drinspur, and I have some channel downloads that I want to actually speak into the collective in regards to black obsidian and what you could be dealing with before I get into the reading, okay? So the reading themes are associated with this black obsidian. Black obsidian is associated with the root chakra. So you could be going, I'm hearing some of you, it's like root chakra purging, root chakra, just all chakra realignment. Kyanite could be significant as well. Something about healing imbalances within the root chakra, okay? We also have self-introspection, reflection. So you could be seeing 666 a lot. And something about personal growth, okay? Or themes in your life reflecting personal growth. Now, I know some people may think that 666 is a bad number, but really in angel number terms, it speaks about reflections, okay? Now, black obsidian is also good when it comes to emotional clarity and healing, okay? Now, mind you, as I'm reading these reading themes off too, they do pertain to what this black obsidian helps with, all right? So, that being said, emotional clarity and emotional healing could be heavily significant in your life at this time. Okay, now this black obsidian is also not responsible for, but it can aid in, I'll say, grounding. So you could be facing themes surrounding grounding. Maybe some of you are new and learning grounding methods. I'm hearing for some of you it's like an energy of new levels, new devils, finding different ways of grounding, especially protection. Okay, heavy on the protection energy, and I'm hearing enhancing spiritual gifts, which is another property of black obsidian. You could be seeing the numbers 444. That is spirit letting you know that you are heavily protected. It also pertains to stability is also what I'm hearing, okay? You could also be seeing 1111, which to me, 1111 is significant of spiritual light codes, but it is also significant of spiritual upgrades and spiritual enlightenment, okay? So, I'm also hearing Archangel Raphael is assisting you at this time. This could be especially in regards to health. You could be seeing the number 22 that is associated with him. You could be seeing, like some of you could even hear the name Raphael. I know there was one time where I had to go to the hospital and there was a guy named Gabriel, and that was the same name of Archangel Gabriel blowing the trumpet, that kind of energy. So his presence made me feel more comforted. So it's kind of like that energy. It's like maybe coming across somebody that reminds you of somebody you know, or somebody like a loved one, something of that nature. But we also have alignment with that 222 energy, especially in regards to health. So we're gonna go ahead and get right into it. I don't know why too, I'm also hearing like archangels, or an archangel could have, I don't know, I'm hearing something about made like a guest appearance in your life through a familiar face, or for some of you through a stranger, but it's like the energy of higher ups in the spiritual coming through in the physical through actual beings, okay? Also reminds me of one of the tests that I felt I faced, where I felt like it was Hekate coming to me as a crone, as her crone version, okay? So that being said, you could have went through some type of test to where a deity that you are working with, researching, or for some of you this has to do with like an archangel, some type of angelic presence is what I'm hearing. It doesn't necessarily have to be an archangel. But I'm hearing whether this was in like the physical, a dream, whatever the case may be, I feel like there was a test that you passed. 333 on the timer as I say this, okay? Hekate, what messages do you have for the collective at this time? This could have been a test in regards to your personal growth is heavily what I'm hearing. Protection and grounding. Those are like the main energies I'm getting. Protection, grounding, spiritual alignment. Your gifts are enhancing. It's like as you release emotional baggage, your gifts are surfacing, that kind of energy. Okay, we have this King of Swords, throat chakra, Two of Wands, which talks about decisions, and then we have this Ace of Swords. Okay, so there's been some type of major realization. To me, the King of, or it's not King of Swords, excuse me. Actually, yes, the King of Swords. Throat chakra. Okay, so this definitely has something to do with thinking and communicating is what I'm hearing Spirit say here. Okay, somebody could have been heavily doing some type of like throat chakra, trying to mess with your throat chakra. This reminds me of the download I said in regards to like someone knew that you were about to start speaking a truth, okay, or speaking more up on something. And it's like for some of you, I'm hearing this has something to do with a platform, like trying to limit certain videos or trying to limit your platform or you from being seen. For others of you, this is just like someone not wanting you to speak some type of truth, whether this is like them sending a spiritual energy or just in the physical, like trying to intimidate, harass, bully, that kind of energy. we have this Two of Wands. So this is talking about the energy of premeditation. This is talking about planning. This is also talking about the energy of decisions. And then we have this Ace of Swords, which is talking about a major breakthrough, a major realization about something here. Okay, so I'm hearing Spirit say you had a major breakthrough after making a decision. So you could have went through something. I'm hearing the test was they couldn't come through for you as they normally did, I'm hearing, in regards to the confirmations, because they had to see what you were going to pick for yourself. Now, with this King of Swords, what this also tells me, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy, this is talking about somebody who blends proof and truth with knowledge, somebody who doesn't allow emotions to get in the way. So I feel like this situation that you were dealing with, you had to, in a sense, remove your emotions from it and deal with it from a more logical standpoint, throat chakra. And that's where the breakthrough came in. Especially because I'm hearing, it's like even on a spiritual level, something didn't want you acknowledging this truth. Because by you acknowledging the truth, 555 on the time where you're breaking a cycle. And then it's like, especially if you're a reader, if you're somebody who, you know, speaks the truth out on a public platform, or whether you just speak your truth out in general, they didn't want that coming out. Okay? And for some of you, I feel like why this is a big thing of personal growth is it's heavy energy of like, people, how do I say this? It's like people who are close to you doing this. It's not like, yes, there's strangers and stuff doing it too, but this is the energy I'm getting of people who were supposed to be close to you. Yeah. We have this Three of Swords here. Or excuse me, Six of Swords. Oh, I saw it was a 3. So we have the Six of Swords. With the Six of Swords, this is talking about releasing emotional baggage here. And I'm also getting with that how I only saw the Three of Swords. Excuse me, throat chakra. Someone only wanted you focusing on the heartbreak, on the grief, and you stepped out of that. I also feel like that's why it caused you to step out of the emotions, so you could see something from a more logical standpoint. Releasing the emotions is what this is giving. Okay? All these blades in here, that is crazy. Yeah, something about the Lovers in reverse here. So this is Gemini energy. This could be like a separation. This doesn't have to be in a romantic sense. This could be just separating from people you love. That's how I'm hearing it. Okay, and heavily with the Mercury retrograde, also with the energy of Gemini, it's the energy of communication. Okay, so with the Six of Swords, and then let me make sure I'm counting this right. Yeah, this is the Ten of Swords. You moved past some type of betrayal, and it caused, or how do I say this? You had to get out of your emotions in order to move forward from some type of betrayal and view something from a more logical standpoint. And this could have had to do with a love situation, or this could have had to do with just leaving, having no choice but to, you know. I'm hearing like for some of you, it's leaving behind on a physical level. For others of you, it's just like having to emotionally distance yourself, that kind of thing. Okay, I'm seeing the Emperor here, so this could be like a father figure. You could be a father. Take that how it resonates. Aries energy. So yeah, I'm definitely feeling the Fool card and the Hierophant. Okay, so we have the Fool card, which is talking about new beginnings here, and we have the Hierophant, which is talking about traditions. This is talking about institutions. This is also talking about lessons. This is talking about spirit and God. So that being said, I feel like you chose to turn a Ten of Swords into a new beginning for you. And this is something that somebody, whoever these people are, this person is in your energy, did not expect you to do. And it's also giving me the energy like people learning a lesson from you, how to transmute, how to alchemize Ten of Swords energy. But you, it's kind of like giving, you had to go through it and people kind of watched you go through it. But it's like now you have that on your belt to be able to teach others. That's the energy this is also giving with the Hierophant. Because with the Hierophant, this is talking about spiritual guides. This is talking about leaders, teachers, whether it's on the physical or spiritual. It's like you are, people may have learned from you how to start some type of new beginning through watching the things that you have went through. And it's like the energy of, okay, if they can go through that throat chakra, I can get through that too. Especially if you're speaking your truth on something that maybe someone wanted quiet, and it's like you receiving a lot more support than you thought that you would, okay? The Hierophant is also Taurus energy. Basically, what I'm getting from this is that you turned your pain and betrayal into success, into a new beginning for yourself, okay? Because you learned a significant or learned significant lessons. I was about to say learned a lesson or lessons, plural. And I'm heavily getting the energy. It doesn't even have to be a physical separation, but it's something that spirit needed you to emotionally separate from. Part 2.